Born in Uzbekistan, where they fight at weddings, here is Kazakhstan's Shavkat Rakhmonov, one of the best welterweight prospects in the world. He has finished every single one of his professional wins. He has never tasted defeat. And even though he is not in any great rush for a championship opportunity, the fan base is. They want this man fighting for the title with immediacy. He's sort of contented to bide his time. This is the big spot here tonight. If he can win this fight and handle this particular stylistic challenge, for my money, there's nothing left. All eyes on Kazakhstan Shavkat Rakhmonov here tonight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that I think separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Shavkat Rakhmonov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we are, Newark, New Jersey, the Prudential Center. You know, some people call this the armpit of America. I'm having a good time, I don't know.
It's a beautiful place and a beautiful arena, and the fans here are ready to explode the moment something exciting happens.
Oh, nice punch from the clinch by Rakhmonov. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And now some distance as they pull apart. Oh, nice jab to the dome by Rakhmonov. That punch was deflected, nicely done. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Just misses with that one. Khamzat Chimaev gets absolutely punished by that head kick. Nice hook. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
2 minutes have gone by. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautiful done. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Oh, submission defense on full display. display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Nice.
Side control now. Good work from the top here by Rakhmonov. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important. Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here. Oh, that's very deep now. Very smart there. You never favor submission over a dominant position.
Rakhmonov's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. All right, has the guard closed here. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Chimaev. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Changing the position.
First round winding down here.
Nice defense.
Round two straight ahead.
All right, man. Doing great, okay? We've got this fight back, but I do not want you to pull off at all. I want you to keep the pressure on, fight smart.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, massive kick lands front. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. Oh, big right hand.
All right, there it is. He stuffs yet another takedown, and not a bad attempt by the wrestler, but he hasn't realized any success with his takedown game thus far.
No.
Oh, huge hook. Head kick there, blocked by Chimaev. And there's the single leg.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way here on the side. How did he escape that submission?
Oh, Shavkat Rakhmonov gets up fully. He wanted this fight back to its feet despite having a dominant position on the ground. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev. Trying to set up a submission now.
That is tight.
Also, how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Rakhmonov. Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
2 rounds in the books.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Breathe, relax. Here's some water, and listen. All right, you need to take control of this fight now. It's very even. He's not doing it.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys.
Ready.
He is one of those guys
Ready.
that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Takedown defense holds up. Short uppercut in the clinch by Rakhmonov. Well, you can see a little bit of swelling in and around that left eye now.
Bad. He went high on that one. Oh, that's big. There you go. There you go. Look at him. He's setting up a choke now. Look at that. He's setting it up.
Oh, now he gives up on the submission. Postures up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head.
He's got to start throwing down.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Khamzat Chimaev getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Final 30 seconds of this third round. 20 seconds to go. Nice positional control here. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, man, take a seat for me. That was awesome. Really hurt him there, okay? He's in trouble. There's no way he's going to recover. I need you to get out there, and I want good.
All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes. I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Nice punch there by Rakhmonov. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Nice jab to the head by Rakhmonov. Nice. Nicely done.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg. Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks.
Nice jab by Rakhmonov. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Khamzat Chimaev gets the single leg takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Chimaev's right back to the full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
Start raining those elbows. Start raining those elbows.
Continues to attack here. We'll see if he can set up the arm bar. Oh, he's got that arm in tight, DC. And now he's got the back.
Good work. Good work.
Nice transition. In the half guard.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chimaev. Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Your opponent outstruck you that last round. You need to be smarter. Technically, you're a better striker than he is. You need you to move around more. Use your distance, use your range.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round, forthcoming. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. And he switches to southpaw here yet again. Chimaev gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Ground and pound strike there now.
Now he's got good body position, yo.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
3 minutes now to go to decide this one.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, looks like he might get the finish here.
This has to be it, John. It's got to be it.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Keep that top position and work your elbows.
All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-46, and 48-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so the Chechen Swede, Khamzat Chimaev, your winner by decision. You heard it there from Bruce Buffer. More often than not, he doesn't need to hear those judges' scorecards, but a clean effort nonetheless from Chimaev.